Ryze is banned now. It could be first pick. Airwax prefers it, but still, let's see what Fnatic bans away. There's the Kalista. So now Sivir becomes a very, very popular pick. Will they abandon Huni to having to delve even deeper into his champion pool, or will the Wolves let him have the Echo?
Who knows, honestly, but I just want to highlight yet again, and it seems so common, but triple ban on Huni, take away one of his champions. Four champions challenged on Huni, and usually you see top laners have to dig deep here, but Huni, he could easily play...
But they get Sivir Alistar out of this.
Yeah, he could easily play Maokai, he could easily play Gnar later, and Fnatic opening with a, you know, a signature draft of a team that likes to play, you know, strategic type of gameplay. Early Sivir, just like we saw H2K do. Kasing would have maybe here went Thresh, but Alistar says, I'll do the job on Alistar. Later on, Reignover is likely to pick a tank. Both tier 1 junglers always stay up against Fnatic. This is one thing that always tends to happen. Even though you could pressure that jungle pool by banning one, forcing them to ban another, you can't because all your bans have to go to Huni. And then Reignover, in almost every single game, gets either Gragas or Rek'Sai.
And they'll do it again here. We've got both of them open. We know that Echo is actually more preferred for Airwax, so unless they want to switch things up and send it on Youngbuck, Reignover has his pick of the jungle.
Yeah, and I just pinged our stats guy and asked him just how many times have people banned out Huni? 21 in 8 games. 21 bans he's drawn personally in 8 games. That is incredible. I think that's unprecedented almost, and it's not like Fnatic is the Huni show, right? To have threats in every single lane.
Do this.
But I wonder when people will start stopping to do that and try and target the different champion pool. Maybe hit Reignover, because he is the one that ties it all together for me. He's the glue for Fnatic.
For now, it hasn't happened, and Copenhagen Wolves are going to grab the Morgana for Unlimited. Also, the Jace comes into play again. Soren managed to not do too much on it, I would say, but it was a rough game for the Wolves all around. Let's see what Fnatic want to do here.
They're setting up a bit of a poke composition on the Copenhagen Wolves. However, Fnatic already has the hard engage to stop that. Usually, this is where you see Reignover pick up the Rek'Sai. Seems to prefer that over the Gragas. He can tunnel in.
Doesn't have to right
he
now,
might want some hard engage. Yeah, he can wait too, but he did favor that Olaf yesterday.
Clearly, he's favoring it over that
with the Sivir.
Top-tier junglers. Yeah, I can see why this is really useful, because Olaf can run at you really fast in this composition.
And he can just walk into the poke as well, you know, pop that Ragnar, get the wild go from Lulu, get the on the hunt from Reckless right there, and then become that one-man axe-throwing army. That's just keep snowballing though. Initially, Olaf is pretty squishy, even though he looks like the big menacing tank coming in, but you can definitely take him down quickly.
Still, you can't lock him down, and when he's low, he is a very, very threatening champion all around, and a lot of teams aren't used to playing against him. When Reignover brought it out in the spring split, it was quite unexpected. It led Fnatic, who at that time were very untested, to a huge series of victories. They also take the Lulu, so this is going to go over to Feb. It's possible it goes over to Huni. I suppose it's still that flex pick.
It is.
We don't really know at this point where Huni's going to go to, but
traditionally, given the style of Fnatic, it's incredibly likely that the Lulu will end up in the mid lane. Doesn't strike me as too much of a Huni champion. I'm sure he can play it.
Look at this.
It's better.
Wolves. There's no tank. They go for the Vlad. They take the Caitlyn for freeze.
Yeah.
So it should be Vlad top.
So they have the part of a very, very strong poke siege comp, right?
But if they get dove.
Caitlyn, yeah, just can't get dove. Caitlyn Jace is incredibly potent at taking down towers, so that's what we need to see. You know, early pressure in the lane. Caitlyn outranges Sivir. Might prompt the lane swap from Fnatic. See if the Copenhagen Wolves can call that, because Vladimir in the lane swap doesn't do too well. So that's number one objective for Copenhagen Wolves. Match that lane. Caitlyn Morgana should be able to destroy Alistar Sivir. Double range advantage, CC advantage, and just more raw damage on that lane. So definitely, that's what the Copenhagen Wolves, they want this 2v2.
And for Fnatic, we put Febivin,
interesting,
Victor into his hands. That means we will have a Lulu top. So safe choice for Huni. He may take a backseat on the damage this game, but then again, as Ryu proved the other week, still get big picks.
I like his draft from Copenhagen Wolves, except the Vladimir pick. Not too big of.
Soren has actually developed himself a little bit of a lead here. Let's take a look at those dragon timers. It takes a very long time for the Wolves to usually get this one, so they're not too worried. It's their average, but Soren, he's going in. Chaos Storm's down. He has to flash away from this. Reignover gets on the run. The teleport comes in from Huni. The axes are flying. They've targeted out Airwax. Let's see if they can take him down. Another teleport, flashing on in, looking for Soren. Wild growth on the Olaf, and he should be able to secure first blood. There it goes. Still running through. Febivin providing extra fire. A double kill for Reignover. over. The Olaf is going wild. Ragnar rock and roll, and Unlimited goes down as the rest of Fnatic collapse around. Reignover finally falls.
And this is why Huni is the carry of Fnatic. A fight breaks loose, initiated by the Copenhagen Wolves in the mid lane.
Goodbye.
And Huni arrives with his teleport before Youngbuck even starts channeling his. He gets in there, he gets a two-man wild growth. He takes down somebody else, and he carried that fight so hard for Fnatic, because this is Copenhagen Wolves initiating this play. And Huni reacts quicker than the Copenhagen Wolves' top laners.
Fnatic game in a nutshell. They bide their time, they wait for a minute, they react quicker, especially Huni on that teleport. And now this Dragon, it should be free. They're taking their time about it. Unlimited is going to send a binding that way, but it'll just help Fnatic secure this one up. First Dragon.
Dive on the bot lane, it seems. Your camera.
There we go, Unlimited, very low, Reignover running on through. You can't stop him when he's Ragnarokking, and Freeze trying to jump back, heals to stay alive longer. Reignover
completely mirrored, right? You're losing bot lane ever so slightly. Oh, just bring more folks to the party. Dive them. You have Alistar. Press W, press R, and watch that tower hit you 6 times in a row without taking any damage.
Yep. And Huni now strong enough to deal with Youngbuck solo.
Oh,
okay, maybe not. Oh, Wild Growth forces Soren and jumps on in. Whimsy to get away. Hemoplate doesn't do enough damage, but Soren closing the gap. He's under tower range, slowed by the Glitter Lance. Does he have a shot? No!
He misses!
Huni! Match what H2K was able to do earlier. Youngbuck's going to find Huni in this brush. But they own this map. Look at the wards. They've got them all over the jungle of Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, I love the triple pink ward lineup. Huni.
Oh, God.
Dueling, throwing that pixie in Youngbuck's face.
Help Pix!
One,
He's
two.
going to dive the flash.
Oh!
Huni! Can he get out of this?
Nope.
Yeah, yes. Wild Growth.
1, 2, 3 on the left side. One more deep in the red jungle too. One tower going down here. Copenhagen Wolves, they're back against the wall. Airwax going in.
Febivin targeted by Airwax, who has to turn his attention over to Reignover, who's Ragnarokking, and the Hemoplate comes out as Youngbuck joins the fray, but Yellowstar stops him up for just a minute. He's looking for Febivin. He's gonna go down without getting the kill. The Chaos Storm comes out. Now Soren, Airwax, Unlimited, Freeze, all on the run. The ace in the hole. Looks like it was spent. I was wrong about that one, but Airwax going low. They get one. That's been glorious so far. Dragon up and available. Reignover and Yellowstar, with the help of Reckless and Febivin, should polish it off nice and quick. Copenhagen Wolves just don't seem to have a reaction. Even if they move out, they're going to be spotted by wards. Fnatic still trying to polish off this tower.
Oh, and they can rotate to mid.
Minions in the mid. Yeah, they can just move that way. Airwax goes in, goes at the Time Winder, slows down Yellowstar, but Copenhagen Wolves are grouped up here. They can't get much done. Meanwhile, the tower's going down.
And that's exactly what they need to do. They put 2 members in between, saying either you stop us here and you come poke us and you give up the tower, or we just facilitate the rotation to the mid lane.
You win this one in a row, 8-0.
Well on their way to the biggest win streak.
Yeah, that record 9, that Fnatic of 2013 with Spring holds that one.
Here we go.
They might want to replicate that as we start to see them chasing down Freeze. He's knocked over and taken down. Huni on the chase, looks for Soren. Airwax comes around the side. Wild Growth on Huni to get a little CC action in there. And Fnatic are running wild all over these Wolves. Airwax, all they can do to try and get away. Meanwhile, Soren, Reignover, chunks him down, throws the axe into his back. And now Youngbuck has to pull away. They've lost 2 members. They've lost some flashes.
A one-man bomb. Flashes aggressively and uses Wild Growth. And yeah, Yellowstar wants to
stop that from
play ping pong with Airwax. That's all he has to do right now. Knock him out.
Well, they've got enough damage without him. They don't need the cow for sure. And he'll just hang around the side. Airwax is looking to make a massive gap close. If this would be a Baron Seal, it would be a...
They don't know where he is. Now they do.
They know where he is. Parallel Convergence comes down. The Polymorph comes in.
Ooh, he misses.
Oh, Youngbuck's there. Airwax is in the pit. This could happen. Reckless, or rather, Reignover shut down, but he has to jump over. Airwax looks to take down Huni. The Baron might have been a mistake as they took a little bit too much time. That's a double kill going over to Airwax. Febivin, meanwhile, is still able to clean up 2 of his own. But that could have been a lot worse. Airwax jumps in and Reckless outplays the heck out.
If you're wondering what's happened or what happened there, Yellowstar was looking for the WQ combo. He thought he was in range.
The Baron is more important.
Bevan's like, guys, can I solo this? Like, no, just go mid lane.
I need you this time.
Clear waves. Don't do it. Don't get greedy.
So rare mistake from Fnatic, but now they go ahead and start to force this Baron once again. Do they have the damage all together? There is an Airwax around the side. Baron's taking a little time.
They don't want to finish this. They just want to draw into Wolves. They're going to pop on the hunt and they're going to go.
Rex is around the back. There's on the hunt. There they turn their attention. Unlimited is going to be the one. Youngbuck as well soon to follow. He's able to execute his ultimate, but that is at a grievous cost. As now Soren being chased down. Huni will pick him up. Who says Lulu can't carry? 2, 3 for 0 in favor of Fnatic, and it's right back to Baron.
And now they want to find Aerox. They know he's long in the back line. They know he wants to steal it. So he's like, okay, we'll bring it down to 5,000 gold. Come closer, Wolves. Come stop us. Stop all those movement speed steroids. And you can't outrun that. Now Aerox, he's trying to flank, but they know where he is. I doubt Fnatic will make the same mistake.
There we go. Aerox can't get involved. The Chaos Storm's down. Aerox is just burning away. He's going to jump back, rewind time. Can't make that outplay, though. Febivin knocks him down, and this Baron will be unequal.
The Fnatic squad. Fantastic shot calling, too, because you don't see that. You don't know who's making these calls.
Oh, good lord. That kills to 3. The gold lead just keeps spiraling out of the Copenhagen Wolves' control. Another tower should be Fnatic's in just a moment. With this, they'll have knocked down the entire inner ring without losing 2 of their outers.
It's so weird to see so many Caitlyn's come back because she got buffed, but it was a very minor buff. If you look at what changed, let's touch on that a little later as we see Fnatic.
They knocked these down too fast. Inhibitors now being fired on. 28 minutes in, Fnatic looking to close this one out nice and early. He's in the hole, blocked by Reckless. So with that...
But that really doesn't help Caitlyn all that much, in my opinion.
Not in this situation.
I mean, yes, you do a little more damage with tanks, but that means you need to hit tanks multiple times to do that, and you can't afford that against this Fnatic lineup. You don't have time.
There goes the convergence. Airwax, he jumps on in. He rewinds time, but he is nearly blown up. Reckless, Hemoplague on him, and now Youngbuck could look to try and pick him off, but the rest of Fnatic are here. Reckless goes on in. Wild Growth is on him. Doesn't have the damage, can't quite get the crit, but they've still got the tower taken down. Fnatic give up no one. They'll be able to secure another inhib and keep on going if they want, but they'll smartly back away once again.
And the Copenhagen Wolves wish they could rewind.
Wave. There's Huni. Going to be pushing in the mid. Airwalk sent to deal with him now.
They're flanking on Freeze.
Freeze unlimited, finds Yellow
2 seconds,
Star.
2 seconds.
He's gone. Fedivin with the godlike kill. 7-0 and 5. Huni now looking to make a play onto Airwax, who's forced to flash away just to try and stay alive here. Rainover and Huni with the Wild Growth on the chase. The help picks and the glitter lands. Huni picks him up, and now this looks like the end game for Fnatic. We don't need inhibitor turrets. Okay, I guess maybe we do.
Deny
Let the minions do
the
it.
showing of his mathematic capabilities. Count to 5 and then pulverize as the black shield goes down, but Trevor says nope. 100 to 0 in 1 second.
Might be just again. Reckless chases free all the way back. There's the Chaos Storm. It's going to follow Youngbuck onto the fountain, and it's going to take him down. It's Reckless who gets the Boomerang Blade to finish the job. Meanwhile, Nexus turret fired down. Febivin manages to barely stay alive before being taken out by Freeze, but that is not even going to matter. 30 minutes into the game, and Fnatic